Ladies and gentlemen of the New York Republican Club, friends, fighters, patriots, the members of the last bastion of sanity in this glittering madhouse we call the Big Apple, I say thank you for having me here. Thank you for gathering on this cold December night. And we're here to give a message to Zoran Mandami and all of the people who are behind him. Zoran, you might become the next mayor in 2 weeks, but this city does not belong to you. And this city will never belong to you. So Zoran Mandami, if you're listening, turn the volume up. They gave me 15 minutes. I don't need it. I don't need any more because we know that smug communist fraud, Zoran Mandami, he's going to be getting installed in 2 weeks. Hold on. Who we got here? Who we got? Is that Mandami? No. Get him a bowl of curry. Don't worry, he doesn't need a fork. There we go. We love the security here. Don't we love the security, folks? Don't we love the security? Get him a plastic fork. It'll be the first one he ever had in his life. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you why I'm here in New York. And let me explain to you something that I think all of you already know, but I'm gonna explain it for the benefit of those who don't. New York City is the greatest city in America. And it pains me to say that as a Philly guy, you know what I'm saying? There you go. And here's the reason, folks, because New York City is the epitome of civilization. Civilization is what we built. Civilization is what our forefathers built. Civilization is what Zoran Mandami could never build. He could never build a city like New York. He could never run a city like New York. He could never create it and build the skyscrapers from the ground up. But the people in this room, you are the backbone of this city. You are the backbone of New York. Law, order, merit, families, streets that you can walk on without looking over your shoulder, businesses that create wealth instead of leeching it. And Zoran Mandami's minions, what are they? They are anti-civilization. They tear down, they defund, they redistribute, apologize, and attack everything that made America great. And Zoran, I know you're listening while you're sipping on your $10 soy latte with your DSA simps, scrolling for your name on Twitter like the narcissist you are. This is for you. I exposed you in the White House for the whiny theater kid you are, and I will be there to expose you every step of the way, and so will the New York Young Republican Club. We're on to you. You didn't just campaign on affordability, you campaigned on racial redistribution, and we heard the words straight out of your mouth. Shift the burden to more expensive, he always does this thing with his hands. He always does this like, shift the burden to more expensive homes in richer and whiter neighborhoods. I don't get it, what's that weird smile he does? It's your words, Zoran, not mine. You said it, you defended it, you shrugged it off like it's no big deal, just naming things that they are. That's nonsense. That's code from them for them taking those who built this city. The producers, the grinders, the neighborhoods that already pay the freight and trying to hand it over to his base of leashes. The migrants coming in, you're their hero, Mandami, with your proposed sanctuary city on steroids, teaching them already lied to President Trump because you're teaching them how to dodge ICE. You're rolling out the red carpet, Marxist red, while the rest of us foot the bill. And who's paying? It's the people in this room. The same whiter areas that he's targeting, the makers, the ones who have been here for generations, creating the wealth that he wants to siege. Well, let me tell you something. Those are the people who built the global capital of finance, who built the Brooklyn Bridge, who built the Holland Tunnel, who rebuilt Lower Manhattan after another pack of migrants who hate America took down the Twin Towers. And these are the people who built, and dare I say, will rebuild Penn Station. And you, Mandami, born in Uganda, jetted in with your famous filmmaker mom, your post-colonial professor dad, the Bowdoin degree, naturalized citizen, playing your little immigrant card while you preach taking from the people who actually make this place run. It's not justice, it's a heist. Anti-civilization wrapped in smug virtue signaling. They tax the builders until they bolt. They flood the system with more dependence. They watch the city crumble like every socialist experiment before. We've seen the previews, the crime spikes, the empty storefronts, producers fleeing while the takers realize the gravy train has been derailed. Well, the joke's on you, Mandami, and here's the punchline, you insuffering ideologue. We're not rolling over. Our movement sees you for what you are. We see you for the third worldist that you are, and we will not let New York City be turned into a third world hellhole. Every dog whistle, every smear, every threat against whiter neighborhoods, every promise to the takers at the makers' expense. We are organized, we are relentless, we are the firewall between your chaos and the civilization that New Yorkers deserves. Your agenda, it will go down in flames, Zoran. And we know that you can enjoy your 2 weeks of gloating, you hypocritical parasite, because this city was built by the titans who earned it, not theorists who steal it. When the taxes crush, the streets turn savage, and reality bites. New Yorkers will chew you up and spit you out. Civilization will win, and the civilized will make sure of it. Law and order will reign supreme once more after your chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living through the new Red Dawn. Encrypted apps, artisan ARs, manifestos dashed off between doom scrolls and therapy sessions. Kids raised on demands the monster. They're handed six-figure loans for majors and microaggressions, then spat out wondering why the world's still cooking. They swap holy scripture for Marxist screeds. They swap God's grace for Molotov cocktails, the ballot for the barrel.
I just want to shout out Matan. I just want to shout out.
He's okay. He's just shouting out Matan. It's okay. He's okay, folks. He's all right. You know, I know that Matan Evan, I know some people were saying that they didn't quite get him, they weren't quite feeling his vibe. Well, let me tell you something. That's where Gen Z is going. And I appreciate the fact that he was here. I like what he does. I like his friends over there. And let's give a round of applause for Matan Evan, our MC tonight. Seriously. Look, God, we know what they do. God, he got ghosted. They turned grievance into the crown, and the Republic is collateral damage in their culture war. Ladies and gentlemen, the Marxist revolution is here, and the revolutionaries have pronouns, a Substack, and a sniper rifle. The new left of Mandami is a movement of grievance. And let me tell you something, it's a movement of Luigi Maggionis, of Thomas Matthew Crooks, and yes, Tyler Robinsons. 3 names, 3 slugs. Thomas Crooks, 19, with a Rust Belt gun, a mind virus, and a rifle. You remember that day, July 13th, 2024. Butler, Pennsylvania. Trump is up there, he's slinging fire, the crowd's eating it up like tasty cakes when Crooks fires. We had one dead hero in the bleachers, Corey Compatore. Trump's ear is notched up like a bootleg vinyl. That day, we were 1 inch from civil war. The Secret Service turned the kid to mist before he could hit send on his Discord. We know his motive. It was a cocktail, Reddit rot, manifestos, the system's the devil. I love this. Everyone's wondering if someone's gonna run the stage again. Like, is he coming? Let's go. Is he in the tree? I don't know. It's fun. I love it. It's good energy. I like that. Suspense, the unexpected. You guys having a good time tonight? It's a great time tonight in the Big Apple. But folks, let me tell you something. Just 1 year ago, almost 1 year to the day, in this very city, December 4th, 2024, the wind was off the Hudson. And Brian Thompson worked for United Healthcare as CEO. He stepped out of the Marriott just a couple of blocks away. He was headed to his meetings. And Luigi Maggioni, 26, the far left blue blood silver spoon, a UPenn pupil, waited in the alley for him. His Glock spit fire, 2 in the back, shot him in the back, and the ammunition was etched: deny, depose, delay. Thompson bleeds out on the pavement, Maggioni boats, manifestos spilling sick ramblings about the parasitic prophets. We know the cops caught him later, 4 days, the Pennsylvania McDonald's with the hardware still warm in his bag. And we know the Reddit revolutionaries crowned him a folk hero, and you can still see them all dancing in the streets outside of his trial. We got somebody upstairs? We good? All right. If you want to take a dive, I'll try to catch you. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. I promise I will. In all seriousness though, folks, just a couple of months ago, one of these unhumans came from my friend Charlie. Charlie was a happy warrior on a mission from God, the kid who wouldn't quit. And he built Turning Point USA from a campus debate into a conservative colossus. He spoke of love. He spoke of God. Hold on. He spoke of family. He loved his family. He won elections, and the Mandami left hated him for it. September 10th, 2025, Utah Valley University. The crowd swelled to 3,000. Charlie was mid-sentence when the crack echoed out. Shot in the neck. They cut his jugular. 31 years old, a husband, a father, a martyr. And the bullet casings read, Bella Ciao, and Hey Fascist Catch. Antifa incantations. They couldn't shut Charlie up, so they slit his throat with a bullet. His killer, Tyler James Robinson, a 22-year-old burnout, empty eyes, head full of indoctrination, grievance, in love with a gay furry, jumped the ledge, vanished to the woods, the gun was ditched. And now 3 months later, did you guys see him yesterday in court? Smirking in court, like a Timu Luigi. He's sitting there smirking in court while Charlie Kirk's wife and his son and his daughter will have no father for home this Christmas. No father. And the left celebrates this because we all know deep down, the left would do that to every single one of us in this room if they could. And now Erica's out there and she's saying that we need to keep the flame of Turning Point alive. So I'll ask you, ladies and gentlemen, should we keep the flame of Turning Point alive? Should we continue the mission that Charlie Kirk started? Should we continue to fight for America first? America as the preeminent nation, America as our home, America not as some GDP economic zone, but the land of our forefathers and the land that we will not turn over to the likes of the Mandami and the third worlders. No, it's the unhuman's gift to us. This is the reminder. Their secular revolution breeds monsters, and we will be the ones to chain them. After Charlie's assassination, the streets went quiet for a beat, and then the howl started. He deserved it. You remember, the teachers, doctors, accountants, they were celebrating this cold-blooded murder. The rot has run deep. But guess what? For all the people who got fired in the wake of that, you are the ones who deserved it. And if it happens again, we will find all of you. The mindless mob is everywhere. They are legion, but they foolishly act like the ideas die with the man, and that is where they're wrong. That is where we will defeat them. And I got Charlie's book right here. This is Charlie Kirk's last book. It's not even a political book, you know? They say, give up your phone for a day. My beautiful wife, Tanya Tay, is here in the front, and she's saying, sweetheart, come on, just one day a week. One day a week. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Not Charlie. Ladies and gentlemen, the Maggionis, the Robinsons, the Crookses, they will all face righteous justice. And so we stand here. The Coliseum is crumbling. The lions are loose in the stands. Kirk's echo fades, but the shots, they will keep coming. The next target is not a suit or a stage. It's the neighbor with the wrong flag on his porch. Charlie Kirk was the spark, and the powder's keg is lit and it's burning bright. The flame of faith in God and family is burning bright in American homes and in the hearts of every true American this Christmas. Because here's the thing they will never tell you in the manifestos, the Reddit threads, the riots with the pre-printed signs. The night always thinks that it is winning. It loves confusion. It loves the echo of a rifle shot bouncing off concrete. Loves the way that a great man's blood spills on a white t-shirt. The night figures, if it keeps on swinging, keeps burning, keeps overshadowing, it'll cancel tomorrow. And they think that eventually we'll get too tired, eventually that we're gonna fold. And I'll tell you something, folks, there's someone out there tonight, another kid with a grudge and a printer. He's loading another magazine, he's humming Bella Ciao off key, but they keep forgetting one detail. We do not quit. A patriot never quits. A New Yorker never quits. A true American never quits. And in the end, we will win because God wins in the end. We will never stop fighting. We will drive back the night. So bring your ghost guns, bring your engraved casings, bring your rooftop perches and your encrypted cheers. Bring your whole damn night because we'll be waiting, red-eyed, caffeine-jacked, pissed off, and pledging our hearts to God the same as always. Because this isn't a debate. This isn't a culture war. This is a street fight that started a long time ago and never really ended. This is spiritual warfare. And as a wise man once said, the answer to 1984 is 1776. To Charlie, to every name they think they can erase. I'll see you boys on the other side of sunrise. The night has had their inning. Now we take the field, and we will not stop swinging until the dawn bleeds gold across every darn rooftop in this entire country. Lock in, patriots, lock in. This fight just got personal. God bless you. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the patriots of New York City. Thank you so much, guys.